Alright, I'm going to be showing you guys the Foxeer TM25 switcher. Now, I already have it installed on my Armatan F1 4B. I installed it last night. What I had on it, there's that screw. Anyway, I had a TM200 on here for a long time. It's been on here for 6 months or longer, probably more like 9 months. It was around when the TM200 first came out. But here it is. And it's exactly the same layout besides the pigtail. I actually had one of these before this one that I broke. Well, I broke the connector off in a crash, and then I ended up putting a pigtail on it. So then I bought a new one, which is this one. And I don't remember why. I think it was because I had decided that I wanted my antenna to come out the back. So I had removed the LED and had the antenna coming out the back, which you've probably seen many pictures of this thing or videos showing it with the antenna coming out the back, which helps a lot in crashes, in my opinion. A lot of people like it that way. Some people prefer to have it this way, or maybe they just do it this way because it's easier. I don't know, but when you have it this way, in a crash, it could snap off the connector, which is okay, I guess. I mean, what I like to do is have a few spare pigtails laying around, and then if you ever break the connector off, you can just solder a new pigtail on. It's so easy to solder the pigtails on these things. It's just the positive and ground, you know, just solder them on. It takes less than a minute. But anyway, the TM25 switcher and the TM200, and I believe all of the Foxeer TM series have the exact same wiring set up. Now, this plug that came with the switcher has all the exact same wires, except it's missing the audio wire. Or no, this one has the audio. Mine didn't. I think I might have pulled it out. So yeah, it is all the same wires, except the very end one, which is the power out, is white on this one, and it's red on the TM200. But it's the same wire. So it doesn't really matter. The color doesn't matter when you're plugging it in, because all you're doing is just plugging it in. You're not trying to figure out what wire goes to what. Because the other end of this has the plug to plug into a HS1177. Which makes it really nice to be able to just plug everything in. So I was able to just unplug this, plug the switcher in, and I was done. But anyway, it's set up perfectly on this frame, how it is. I got it on the bottom plate with the pigtail running up to the top plate. So this way I got the button. The button is right here. So I can just push the button whenever I want. Right there, easily accessible. It has 5-volt out. The voltage in, I can't remember, it's something like 7 to 24 or 26. Something like that. Let me plug it in and show you how it works. I ordered some new pads for this thing. What's this? The VRD2, Yashin VRD2. Banggood finally decided to sell extra padding. So, and it comes with 2 pads and then 2 nose pieces. So I'm finally going to be able to rig this up to where I can finally wear it. Because anybody that owns these things knows that how it is stock, you can't wear them as goggles. They're not goggles. You're just putting a screen on your face. But I'm hoping with more padding, it's going to make it be a little bit clearer, and it's going to close up all the light leaks. So hopefully I'll be able to finally wear those, because these actually work better than my Fat Shark goggles, but I just can't wear them how they are. So I've never even worn them. I have like once maybe, but I just let my daughter look into them while I'm flying. She loves it. But yeah, so I got that coming. I'll probably do a video showing putting it on and stuff, I'll probably use like hot glue or super glue. Okay, so I figured this out within like 10 seconds of plugging it in. It's really simple to figure out. So when you first plug it in, it's flashing. It's got a little dot and then the flashing 1 or whatever number it's on. So right now it's on band A, channel 1, and then I'll show you. You hold it down for 2 seconds and then it goes to the channel, and that's selecting channels. And if you notice on the screen, it's not changing the channels, which is an awesome feature. So what it is it goes into like a pit mode, to where you can put it on whatever channel, whatever band you need, and then when you hold it down for 2 seconds again, after you're done changing everything, it'll finally switch over. So it's on band A, channel 1, so let's switch it to channel 2, band B. So I'll hold down for another 2 seconds and that goes to the band. You can see 5 bands. So I'll put it on band 2 and hold down another 2 seconds and it switches to the power. Now this is 25 milliwatt, 200 milliwatt, and 600 milliwatt. So it shows as 1, 2, and 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. So 1 is 25, 200, and 600. I had it on 200, so let's put it on 600. So then when I hold it down again, it's going to switch to channel 2, band B, 600 milliwatt. Watch. See? And there it switched. So I would have to change the channel on my goggles to go to that, but pretty awesome feature, I think. So I'll show you again. I'll go back to what it was on, channel 1, band A. So 2 seconds, I can cycle through the channels, 8 channels. So put it on channel 1, and two more seconds. Then I change it to band A, which is 1. Then another 2 seconds, and I'll put it on 25 milliwatts, which is 1. Then another 2 seconds, and it should pop back up. There we go. So that's just an awesome feature for when you're flying with a lot of people and you don't want to tap into their channel while they're flying, you know. Pretty awesome. So to me, this is like the ultimate VTX right here for people that are racing. But for me, flying by myself all the time, it doesn't really matter. It's cool to have the features, you know, as an option, but it doesn't really matter to me. So anyway, that's about it. I don't know all the other specs. I think it's like 7 grams, maybe more. I don't know. These are bigger than normal, bigger than, like, let's say a Hawkeye. I mean, you can tell by just seeing it in my hand that it's huge. It's one of the bigger VTXs out there, and I'm not sure why it's so big. Because like you saw on my Mako, that FT402, it's the same, you know, it's 200 milliwatts, it has a screen and a push button, and it's like half this size. So I don't know why it's so big, but I think these are the same size too, pretty sure. Yeah, but not a big deal, you know, on a quad like this. It weighs 10 grams or less, you know, so it's not gonna have an effect at all on anything. So I would definitely recommend this thing. I'm not sure how much they cost. I guess I can look it up real quick. TM25, I think. TM25 switcher. Surveil zone. Love Surveil zone. So 27 bucks. Not bad. It says weight 9.5 grams. And you can choose to have one with or without a pigtail, depending on where you look or where you go to buy it. Somebody here says it would be great if you guys offered one without the antenna connector so we can solder our coax on. Solder on our own coax. I don't know where you find the one with the pigtail. Maybe Multi-Rotor Mania. Damn, they're $33 there. Anyway, I was going to tell you what else I was doing with this thing. I was kind of wanting to do a little bit of upgrading to this, since this is my #1 favorite frame. It just flies so amazing. Like, anybody out there that has 180s, they love 180 size quads, and they like to do freestyle, you know, upside down rolls, flips and stuff. I would highly recommend this frame. This frame is just so awesome, and it has so much room on it that you don't have to have any kind of special skills to be able to get everything to fit in. Like, that Mako was crazy, but it wasn't that bad, but it was a lot harder than this. This thing, you just got so much room. I mean, look how much room's up here for the camera. You got all this room up here for the camera. I even got my Lemon satellite stuck to the back of the camera right there. And there's still all this room right here, and then all this room back here. And then look how high up all this space that's underneath the PDB. That's like, you know, 7 to 10 millimeters of wasted space there. There's nothing that I could put under it. I mean, I don't need anything else on this quad, but this thing is just so awesome. I ended up ordering from Great 3D. They got these strips that you can get that go on the arms. I'll show you real quick. They're pretty sweet. See? You just glue them to your arms. They're just strips. I think they're TPU. That's what it would look like. But I'm just going to go around the arms. I'm not going to go around the top plate. But this is definitely needed for this frame, because after my last bad crash, it just chipped up the arms so bad. They're just all wrecked right here and here. I mean, not wrecked, but just little chips that if I would have had those arms on there in the crash, you know. Apparently these are really strong and durable, and when they get nicks in them and stuff, it like heals itself. I don't know, some crazy shit, but it's definitely going to help a lot in crashes, because I plan on crashing this a lot and flying it a lot. So I got those, go around the arms, and then I'm going to get new motors. Now that I have all those shitty screws out, I'll be able to swap the motors out, and it's going to be so easy to swap the motors. Take the 4 screws out, undo 3 solders, put the new one on, solder 3 solders, and done. You know, it's so simple. But and then I also got a new top plate from rccraze.com. They have all Armatan stuff in the US. The guy Richard over there that owns the store, he's awesome and really nice, and ships out really fast. And I got the new 2mm thick top plate. It's the V2. So it doesn't have any of the holes. It's like a solid piece pretty much. It doesn't have these holes. It doesn't have the Armatan slotted out. It's just one whole piece up here. And I guess this is slotted back a little bit extra to be able to do more of a tilt. So I can't wait to get that new top plate on, get those strips put on the arms, get new motors. I already got the omnibus in here, the new VTX. I shortened up the Triumph antenna so it doesn't look retarded sticking way up in the air. If you like using expensive antennas and you don't like how long they are, you can do it yourself. I already showed you that video of how to do it, but if you just buy these connectors, that's all you need. You just cut it, put the new connector on, and you're done. You know, I mean, look how much shorter this one is. It was like up to here, I think. They do sell the stubby ones of these now, But you shouldn't have to buy all new antennas just to get a shorter antenna. You know, you can do it yourself. And these connectors, I think I spent like $3 for a set of 20 of them. So it's really cheap. But yeah, can't wait to do all the modifications to this and get it all good. Ready to be flying again. I need some new batteries too. I think these are going out. I've taken well care of them. They're not puffed in any way. They're hard as a rock. They work good. I don't know how long batteries are supposed to last. And I just have a feeling that if I got new ones that I would get like twice as much power as I'm getting right now. So I don't know. But anyway, that's it for the TM25 switcher. Thanks for watching.